XSEED English Grade 5th, Block number 7, Writing a Review, Lesson Plan 3, Summary of a Story. Students will be able to identify key details and summarize a story. Today we will write a summary of a story, No Ordinary Soldier, with the help of the main events we have identified. The main events are: Geeta gives Jang Bahadur to her father. Jang Bahadur helps in catching the enemy soldiers. Third, Jang Bahadur saves the soldier's life. Turn to your page first of the story. To Geeta, Jang Bahadur had always been special. He was actually a very ordinary-looking soldier doll. Geeta called him Jang Bahadur, and to her he was as brave as her father in the army. Her father went away for long periods of time. It was his job as a soldier to keep watch on the country's border. Geeta always looked forward to her father's visit. It was on one of these visits that Geeta gave Jang Bahadur to her father, just before he left. Her father was a lieutenant colonel in the army. He was tall and impressive with a thick moustache and a deep voice. As he left, Geeta thought her father looked worried. He had just received orders to move with his soldier to the glacier post that looked out over the enemy soldiers. Geeta chewed her lip and thought. She held out Jang Bahadur to her father, asking him to take him along. "Father, he will take care of you, and besides, this is something to remember me by," she said, sounding very serious. Lieutenant Colonel Sanjay Singh was in charge of an entire battalion, but he had a father's heart. He ruffled little Geeta's hair and carefully packed the soldier doll in his bag. Here, the key detail is, to Geeta, Jang Bahadur had always been very special. The word special is a key detail here because it tells us about how much Geeta loved the doll. The description of Lieutenant Colonel Sanjay Singh is not a key detail in the first event because it does not affect the event. In the beginning of the story, Geeta gives her special soldier doll, Jang Bahadur, to her father to take care of him. This sentence gives a summary of an event. The key detail in the second event are: placed Jang Bahadur on the guard's seat, fell asleep, sudden noise, Jang Bahadur had fallen off his seat, light in the valley below, raised an alarm, enemy soldiers were caught. The summary of the event is: one night, Lieutenant Colonel Sanjay Singh kept Jang Bahadur on the guard's seat and fell asleep next to him. He woke up with the noise of Jang Bahadur falling off his seat and saw a light in the valley below. He raised an alarm, and some hours later, enemy soldiers were caught crossing the border. How to identify the key details? Key details are the words and phrases that are the most important in the event, and without which the event would not make sense. If we include details that are not important, our summary will become very long. For example, in the second event, the details about the first guard falling asleep and Lieutenant Colonel Sanjay Singh taking his place are not important to the main event and will make the summary too long. We can write about the part where Lieutenant Colonel Sanjay Singh goes back to get Jang Bahadur and end it with a sentence saying that Jang Bahadur had once again saved their lives. This does not give away the end of the story, but makes the reader of the review read the story to find out what happens at the end. Now students, can you complete your S3 summary for story? Write the main events of the story in first question, then summary of the first event and second event in the second question, and try to write the third and fourth question of the third event and a summary of a third event.